Welcome back to Partnerships Unraveled, the podcast where we unravel the mysteries about partnerships and channel on a weekly basis. My name's Alex Whitford. I'm the VP of Revenue here at Chanex, and this week I'm very excited to welcome our special guest, Shahar. How are you doing?
Nice to meet you. Hi everyone.
I'm really excited to have you on. One, because we've obviously built an excellent partnership between Chanex and Checkpoint, which we'll get to, I'm sure. But two, because we're getting to do this face-to-face at Pax8 Beyond. It's really nice to see everyone face-to-face.
Excited. My first time in Beyond, by the way. And I can tell you that I learned a lot from the experience only from today, and no doubt that for people that want to discover how to do more things or new things and how to think again, they need to come to Beyond.
Yeah, the energy is excellent, right?
The discovery. I'm calling it discovery. I'm in a discovery mode right now.
Yeah.
Like every keynote, it's taking me to different direction regarding what can we do and how can we do and what not to do sometimes.
And so maybe for the uninitiated, you could give us a little bit of an introduction about who you are and what you do.
Okay, so nice to meet you, and thank you for hosting me. My name is Shahar Divon. I'm leading the global MSSP and SMB businesses in Checkpoint, and I'm responsible for the businesses and the strategy of the company, of Checkpoint company, of course, and that's my title.
Yeah, so
that's my title.
One of the things that I think is, cheers by the way, we're having is in the afternoon, we're having a little drink on the podcast, which is great. But one of the things that's I think really spectacular about Checkpoint as a program, as a product, we're talking enterprise grade technology, but operationally simple for MSPs to execute. Talk to me about how important it is to be able to bring that level of service and that level of quality, but bring it down to the SMB.
So first of all, you're very right regarding the Checkpoint. Like the people that know Checkpoint and people that doesn't know Checkpoint, of course, Checkpoint is a company that was born and raised in the enterprise market, and of course we are providing the best security, and the company was born from providing network security for enterprise. Okay, and in the last 2 years, Checkpoint was always a company that thought about how we as a company need to be innovative, okay? And we need to invent ourselves again and again. And we are very proud to say that we did amazing acquisition in the last couple of years, like maybe last 6 years, of companies that are more tailored for SMB, commercial, and even MSP. And we learned a lot from those acquisitions. That we have an amazing market that's called MSPs, and in order for us to be in the market, we will need to think a little bit different regarding the way that we are, regarding the expectation of the MSPs or the partners itself.
And so one of the phenomenal acquisitions you did was obviously email security with Avanan. We've seen that relationship with Pax8 has been blossoming. We're here today at Pax8 Beyond, which is excellent. But we're really seeing the integration of that into the wider Checkpoint story. Talk to me about how you make that sort of program successful.
So, one of the most, when we started to think about how we're going to be able to take all of the amazing acquisition that we did, Avanan, P81, Cyberint, Dom9, we thought about what is the similarity regarding what really the partner needs, okay, and not again what we need from our side regarding what we're saying. I think that Checkpoint was a company that we thought about for many years regarding what we think that is best. Okay, but what we learned from the time is in those companies that we acquired is that it's not about us. It's about what the people on the other side what they need. Okay, and what the similarity of all of those acquisitions is the simplicity, the way that they're doing businesses with their MSPs, okay? And the simplicity, how people are going to be able to consume a product or maybe solution, and that they were going to be able to augment that to a service. And in the end of the month, basically, they're going to be able to consume it as the way that you're consuming electricity or doing Netflix.
Exactly.
And I can tell you that we really, like in the program itself, we really destroyed all of the way that we are doing business in Checkpoint, and we build like a super simple tier pricing for our MSP that's going to be able to understand the predictable revenue from their side, and And the whole, of course, everything like it's built like in like an MSP platform that is AI driven, of course, that they will going to be able to consume everything but on their own pace.
So what's so important about that? We talk a lot on this podcast about humility, which is it would be really easy to build a program that is very checkpoint centric. Hey, here's what would be great for us. But actually having the humility to sort of meet the partner where they are today and really drive the value, that's what we see works so well within programs. What's the sort of feedback been like for MSPs, seeing that you've really made this operational simplicity, operational excellence?
But by the way, I think that also something important that we learned from the time is that when you're honest when you're honest regarding the way that you're not part of something, and you want really to drive behavior and to drive change, that's like a point that it was very flexible for us to start thinking about, not about us, about what they need, okay? But I don't know what was the question, so if you want to ask the question.
No, no, I think it's a perfect point, because when we talk about building trust in the ecosystem, understanding where you're strong, understanding where you're weak, wrapping the value around what the partner actually needs. How's the feedback been from you building?
Amazing. I can tell you that it's like, first of all, to create something as a creator, it's something like it's super unique, okay? But for the better or worse, of course, you want to listen to what people have to say to you. But what we learned is that, and what is the feedback we are getting from our channel ecosystem, in our distribution ecosystem, that is not, there are people that are thinking that it's not the way to check, that's not checkpoint. Are you sure regarding, because are you sure that this is really a checkpoint offering from their side? Because basically, one of the most important things that we did is that we really simplified the way that partners are going to be able to do business with us. And just to give you like a small example, we literally reduced the time that you're going to be able to add a customer from 2 weeks to maybe 4 clicks.
Yeah.
So the efficiency, the way that we are thinking about MSPs is that how the MSP is going to be able to operate in 4 clicks to add any kind of customer that we will want and to add any kind of service that we want in 4 clicks from our side. And that's the target, by the way, 4 and 4.
So what's so important about that, maybe for the audience who are unfamiliar with how MSPs work, when we talk about the operational ability to add customers, that's money, right? If it takes 2 weeks to add a customer, that's taking a technician, an engineer who's earning a salary, is taking their time, you being able to reduce that down to 3.5 seconds, 4 clicks. That is the ability for the MSP to acquire more customers with the same size team and drive the profit.
And first of all, totally correct, okay? And not only that, it's when you're building a global program, you're thinking about so many things in the same way, because we are still a company that's providing the best security in the market. That's one, okay? Checkpoint is like a brand. We are doing detection response, and we are doing like a threat prevention on over 2 billion attacks on a day. We have over 50 engines of AI that are assisting us, and everything is working through one platform like that. That's our engine. But it's not only about the best security, because it's also regarding the best operation, the best business model, the way how we're going to be able to provide value for the partners, and in order for you, also from the perspective of course, operational efficiency, but also thinking about all of the things in the equation regarding also how your SOC team is going to be able to monitor and to have like the right and to reduce the time for them to handle the tickets from their side. Okay, so a lot of things from our side, the way that we're thinking about it.
So we just sat in the keynote from the Pax8 CEO, and really the theme was only one, right?
Scary, by the way. Scary.
Yeah, amazing. But really, we're talking about one theme, which is how AI and agentic AI is going to really revolutionize, one, the productivity of the world, but 2, how MSPs are able to deliver and drive value. AI is at the core of what Checkpoint does from a product perspective. Talk to me about the impact that that's able to drive for MSPs.
So I can tell you that when we're thinking about AI, we're thinking about, of course, like how AI, when we're talking about how AI is going to impact MSPs, I think that's going to be taking you to many different directions. Okay? First of all, in the security, you will want to have the best AI security regarding every agent that you're going to have, because every day we have new attacks. AI is like literally accelerating ransomware. And so from one hand, you want to have the best security in AI coding from our side, but AI also assisting you to the way that you're operating, like any kind of product offering. Okay, for example, if you have like a Checkpoint we really have, I think, the widest range of solutions from our side. I'm talking about that in our MSSP platform, you're going to be able to consume like email security solution, SASE, endpoint, mobile, WAF as a service, MDR, and also cloud network. And think about that, you're going to be able to deploy and monitor everything under one platform, from one monitorization from your side, and you're going to be able to add and to remove customers with one policies that like to treat 500 users as a one user from a global policy and deployments. And that's really something that with the way that we are seeing the market, we are interested that AI is going to be able to assist us to adapt operation efficiency, how to treat your customers.
When we talk a lot on this podcast about the 3 Ps of driving the channel: product, program, personnel. And from a product perspective, obviously, we've talked a lot on this podcast already around where your product is so strong, how it drives the operational efficiency. But building a successful program that allows partners to generate revenue, to acquire customers. Talk to me about what you're building with Chanext in terms of supporting the marketing go-to-market.
So I think, by the way, okay, that it's very important for you not only like to have the best program, like you said, it's regarding what is going to be the values that you're going to be able to provide for your partners. Because again, it's not about us; it's about the partners. That's why we also like we are working with amazing platform. I can say to you, okay, I don't want to give a lot of.
No, you're allowed to blow smoke.
Exactly,
you can talk about
okay.
why Chanext is amazing.
But it's important for you to work with marketing platform that's going to be able to assist you the way that we are thinking about what's important for me, that we're going to be able to, we are seeing together, okay, and you like a tool for me, in order for me to scale and to share our thought leadership regarding strategic partners. And I think, and I can tell you that is really value for me, in order for me to think about the way that how can I provide better marketing awareness and better thought leadership and better automation via amazing platform like Chanext. Not only that, by the way, also something that's important for me as someone that's driving global strategy, it's also leaving really the job to the experts. That's the way that I'm seeing that, okay? So, Chanext.
No, but what I love about the strategy is the view that, again, we're meeting partners where they actually are, not where they want to be, where they are. And partners often, MSPs particularly, struggle to generate the level of demand that they wish, and so you've invested in a tool.
It's very difficult to them.
Yeah.
By the way, it's like, you also need, it's like, I can tell you that there's someone driving like global programs, many people's like going to different directions. It's very important for me to focus about what I need to do and really outsource things that other people can do better for me. That's the way that I'm seeing that for my side.
Perfect. One final one for you, Shahar, before we let you get back to the gin and tonics.
That's it?
Yeah, one more. I got one more for you.
Sure.
No, this is perfect. So as Checkpoint continues to build product and program to drive partner success, what's next on the horizon? What's coming down the line that partners can be excited about?
Robots. Okay, the robots part today was crazy. I want a robot, okay, for my wife, for my house, okay, I want a robot. But I think that what's next is going to be like really like to accelerate with the best platform ever, AI platform, is going to be able to provide partners all of the capability they will need from their side. Okay, more offering, and I think like more marketing presence. To be honest, okay, I think that we have amazing platform. We have amazing solutions, we have amazing security, but what is important for us is really like share that we are ready and we want to do business with people and to extend the market offering from our side.
Look, we've been speaking a few months.
It was good?
No,
it was good?
No, perfect. We've been speaking for a few months with the Checkpoint team. I've been immensely impressed with how you guys really understand how to build value for partners, and that's more than just presenting good product. It's building great programs, which obviously you're responsible for.
I love the 3 Ps, by the way.
Yeah, to me, it's the core, right?
Yeah.
We're either advancing product, persons, and look, your team, the team, Lillian, Jessica, Dave.
Really?
Yeah, amazing team,
amazing.
amazing team around you. Thank you so much for one, coming on the podcast, but two, being a Chanex partner. We're excited for what we're building together.
So thank you very much for hosting me, first of all, okay? And I hope that you understand all of my Israeli English that I'm talking.
Perfect.
Okay. Let's continue to work together, okay? Because we enjoying to work with people, and it's very important for us. That's going to be like to have more and more good way how to do business from home. So.
Awesome. Thanks for coming on, Shahar. It's been great.
You're welcome. Okay, thank you very much.